tarnish LeBron's GOAT case, in your opinion?
No, absolutely not. I mean, LeBron James has played a very long time, and he's played being the primary ball handler. And no player in the history of the game has carried the offensive burden that LeBron has. Not only just scoring the basketball, but also facilitating the offense for others to get involved. And LeBron will attempt passes that probably nobody else would have attempted. So, no, it does not tarnish it. He's a great passer. He has 4,000 more assists than Karl Malone. Skip, Karl Malone is a great player, but Karl Malone was never asked to do what LeBron James. John Stockton ran the offense, and what he did was Karl Malone filled the lane or got his butt down on the block. Well, LeBron James is actually running the offense. He's asked to do what John Stockton did for Malone, and then in the flip side, he's asked to do what Malone did, which was score the basketball. So, no, this does not in one iota diminish the GOAT James. He's still the GOAT and going to be the GOAT.
Shannon, you got to face up to this. This is yet another final nail in your quote-unquote GOAT coffin that you try to build for LeBron James. Let's look hard at this. Let's go back to the real GOAT, the true GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So LeBron has averaged over his career 3.5 turnovers a game.
Yeah.
Yet Jordan only averaged 2.7 turnovers a game.
But Jordan never had the ball in his hand as much as
Oh, timeout, timeout. Would you believe that Michael Jordan led the NBA in usage rate 8 times in 13 Bulls seasons? 8 times he had the ball in his hands more than anybody did.
He wasn't doing anything but dribbling and shooting.
Oh,
How many times
is it in his hands?
Yes. How many times did he lead the league in assists?
Okay, well, the point is he's got the ball in his hands, and it's capable of you can knock it out of his hands. You could turn it over. And yet LeBron has led the league in usage rate 1 time in 17 seasons. So 8 versus 1. And by the way, if you look at LeBron's highest usage rate, it only ranks 6th on Michael's usage rates. So, wow, wait a second. So Jordan had the ball in his hands way more than LeBron, but LeBron is turning it over at a record rate.
Let me ask you a question. How many times did Jordan lead his team in assists?
Well, he still averaged a lot of assists for what he was doing.
He averaged like GOAT.
Well, wait a second. Michael Jordan led the league in scoring 10 times to LeBron's 1 time.
Skip.
10 times?
Okay, Jordan averaged 27 points, 30 points a game. LeBron's at 27. But LeBron averages more rebounds and more assists. So, in other words, LeBron was asked to do more. LeBron, I need you to get me them 27, but I also need you to give me 8 assists. But while you're at it, can you grab 13 rebounds also? They didn't ask because, remember, he had Rodman to do all the rebounding. He had Scottie Pippen. In those championship years, Scottie Pippen led the team in assists. You do realize that, right?
Well, you do realize LeBron James, as we speak, is 2nd in this league in turnovers. And on a nightly basis, I watch him, and they're so careless. He'll dribble it off his foot. He'll just throw it out of bounds. He tries things that are just careless attempts at a pass. And slowly but surely, it caught up with him. And now he set the all-time record. He set a lot of all-time records.
He's going to put it way out there, but I tell you another record he's going to have, too. He's going to have all the points, too. He's going to have Kareem. And we're going to be sitting right back here in about 2.5 years, and I'll be sitting right across from you at Skip. Remember, I told you what the day it is. February 15th at about, almost 9 o'clock. Hey, Skip, remember I told you the LeBron James.
21 years.
No, it's not. I bet you it don't take no 21 years. We're going to get this thing in 20. We're going to tie Kareem, and we're going to put it out there because we're going to play about 22, 23. We going 40,000. 40,000, 10 and 10.
And it might take 40,000 more games than Michael Jordan played because that's the pace you're on right now.
It's not my fault. My guy takes care of himself. My guy sleeps in the hyperbaric chamber. My guy takes great care of himself. It's not my fault.
My guy did not turn the basketball over. He scored it.
Skip, you know your guy wasn't asked to facilitate the offense like LeBron. Why you do that?
He'll average like 6 assists a game. And could have averaged 12 if he'd felt like it.
No, so LeBron could have averaged 35 points if he felt like it.
Well, could he?
Yeah, exactly. Could he?
Missing the free throws that he missed.
How many triple-doubles your guy got? My guy got almost 100. How many triple-doubles he got, Skip?
My guy's got 6 championships with 6 MVPs and no losses.
We about to be 5 for 5.
Period.
We about to be 5.
Yeah.
Then what you gonna say?
What is it? It's gonna be hashtag eyes on 5, right? We can steal that.
Eyes on 5. That's what the hashtag is. Eyes on 5.
It's next year, Mahomes' year. We'll discuss next.
No mercy, no mercy, no.
Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning. Hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yeah, it was a good one until last night, Jenny. Till last night.
Yep.
I remind you, just 7 days ago that we were celebrating Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl.
You ain't done with that. That's old news.
No, it's new news.
No,
We're going to talk about it today.
Did you rewatch the game, Skip?
Yeah.
You said you were going
Loved
to.
it.
I can't
And
believe
you know what? Brady won again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he continues to win. He
Okay,
makes it
Brady
look
won
easy
again.
just like that. Shannon, I'm sorry you had a good weekend up until last night. We do
Yeah.
have to address the situation with the Lakers because their 7-game win streak was snapped last night in Denver. But really a scary moment came late in the first half when Anthony Davis aggravated an Achilles injury and did not return. The initial diagnosis was a right Achilles strain, but the team says he will get an MRI this morning. AD sounded optimistic after the game, but added, quote, "I don't want to mess around with this type of injury." So, Shannon, how concerned should the Lakers be? How concerned are you?
Skip, they should be very concerned because, like you said, it's one of those injuries that you don't want to fool around with. And AD's had this lingering problem over the last couple of weeks. Skip, remember, he missed like 2 or 3 games. They rested him, and he said yesterday was the best he felt dealing with this injury in a very long time. And then, Skip, I think it's just something that he's going to have to deal with because he might play a game. And you look at the game that he had against Memphis, he looked absolutely fine. And then he had a misstep last night, and it re-aggravated. Now, I don't know how many people have ever dealt with tendinosis. They call this tendinosis. But my senior year in college, Skip, I had Achilles tendonitis. And I don't know if they do this, but I actually took an injection in the Achilles. They don't do that, Skip, because they say it makes you more vulnerable to a thing. But it was so painful, I was willing to do anything to get out of that pain. So I took the injection, rested about 3 or 4 days, and started back resuming practicing for like 4 weeks, Skip. I ended up playing with 1 low-top shoe and 1 high-top shoe. So AD might have to go to a high-top shoe, Skip, because, you know, he like playing in the lows, he plays in the Kobe's. So that might be something they have to look at, maybe put a heel cup in there, maybe change his orthotics or something like that. Skip, because the season is so condensed, it's not a typical season, Skip. They're basically playing every other day. You might, on a good week, get 2 days off in between games, but that's it. You're basically playing Sunday, you're playing Tuesday, you're playing Thursday, you're playing Sunday again. So you've been getting 3, 4 games in every single week, so there's really not a whole lot of time. But AD, if I'm the Lakers, I'm done with AD. I'm not letting AD play for a good solid 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks. Skip, it might not even be until after the All-Star game. And I'm just going to say, Brian, hey, you got to do what you got to do, bro. They'll insert Kuzma into the starting lineup, who's been playing really, really well, Skip. He's embraced his role. He's like, look, I'm coming off the bench.
Yep.
The shots that I would get had AD not been here, and I'm second to LeBron, I'm not getting those shots.
Yep.
You see him crash the board, Skip. He's playing defense. He's doing an unbelievable job.
Yep.
And he plays better in the starting lineup than he does as a reserve. But it hurts your bench because he's the guy that also gives you points off the bench when LeBron would go to the bench. So for me, Skip, I'm giving AD some time off. But I'm afraid, even with the time off, Skip, he's going to be stepping on pins and needles for the rest of the season because one wrong step and it could flare up again. And so that's the problem that you have dealing with these lower leg extremity injuries is that the one misstep, like I said, he looked great against Memphis. And then all he did, he was driving to the basket last night and he pulls up. So I'm afraid that's where, and it's hard. And I understand because the West is difficult this year, Skip. Utah looks really good. The Clippers are playing really well, even without Kawhi and Paul George. These teams are coming. You saw Denver, what they're capable of. So
Don't sleep on Phoenix.
As I say, I'm sleeping on everybody. Look, I'm not sleeping on anybody.
Yep.
Long as I got gold, I'm fine.
Okay, you got the GOAT, but maybe all that you have, according to you. Okay, I am obviously not a doctor, but I have known so many doctors. I know so many now. I have interviewed so many doctors. I stay in touch with so many doctors that I do feel like I can play a doctor on TV.
Oh, you play one?
And I'm about to play one right now. I do not believe you have anything to worry about here. This is my experience with the most mysterious injury in all of sports, the Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Especially when it ruptures. It ruptures for no apparent reason.
Zero.
It ruptures with no pain, no warning. It just